take a look here. Just head over here. There's a lot of details on the project, including some concept art, quite a few images, and whatnot. So there's quite a few details here. And then, of course, if there's any other questions or if you guys have any comments, feel free to either post them in the chat or join our Discord channel and post them in there. Looks like Unity is back up and running. So we will jump into that. This is where we left off yesterday. And what we were doing is just kind of, placing a lot of these items, trying to get these rooms going. We left off with our workshop, aka Dream Machine area yesterday. This is where the boy is gonna essentially fall asleep every night and get fed a different dream from his father. It's fed is probably not the right word, but he's gonna go to sleep and he's gonna have this dream dictated by his father. And we're gonna have probably about 10 different dreams that he's gonna have, and each dream will be completely different and from different timelines. So it's kind of like as if the boy is going through like a history lesson and he's learning these skills, these traits, and he's going to use that to progress and then ultimately get into the actual apocalyptic environment, and hopefully through those dreams, almost like a tutorial in a normal video game, hopefully the player will be skilled enough to tackle those new challenges. We left a lot of stuff in our hierarchy yesterday. We did not get to organization, and like I've said multiple times in the last video, organization is a huge thing when it comes to creating these scenes. We don't just want everything in our... And for those of you who don't really know Unity too well, these are almost like kind of like a folder structure. So imagine just having, a million files on your desktop and not having it organized. This essentially is very similar to that. So what we want to do is we want to take these individual props or assets, or kind of like files, and we want to place them into these empty game objects, which is kind of essentially this. We do have folder or an empty game object under here under bunker, and then this one would be, I think it was room 3. Yeah, this was room 3 here. We're gonna take a lot of these items and plop them into room. What I do here is I just kind of highlight them, make sure these are the items that I do want to go into room 3, and then just go ahead and drag them in. Kind of helps just do like a couple at a time. It also helps to kind of zoom out, make sure you don't highlight something that's like this out in the kitchen. We don't want that food tray to go into room 3. At some point, we'll probably actually name these rooms more appropriately. That way it's easier to keep track of. I could do that right now. This would be the workshop. This one would be kind of kitchen living room. For now, we'll just type it. This room 1 is the bedroom, and just for you guys that didn't know, F2 is the shortcut for changing the name on these. And then last but not least, room 4, we're going to use as the supply room. I'll just do supply. Alright, so back to this. These food trays were in the living room, or sorry, in the kitchen. Move those down in there. I want to say the majority of this other stuff up hot. The majority of this other stuff should all be part of that workshop area. Of that box. That book. So this really doesn't take too long to keep organized, especially if you do it, you know, very often. If you wait too long, it gets a little bit crazier. There is strategies you can do, search and just search for like props or something like that, and then grab everything that comes up and shit in your game object. So there's some strategies, but hopefully we never have to. Like we got these last three things back to being organized. I'll go ahead and save project Control S. All right, so I think for now I'm good with the workshop. I think where we were left off is we were going to do some stuff here, this little supply closet. So we could take a look at the assets we downloaded yesterday from this Polygon Apocalypse pack. If we go into prefabs, there were some cool flooring that had like pallets like this. So I'm debating seeing what that looks like. So if we take a look at this tile here and we just drop this pallet right on top, you'll notice that it immediately pops where that tile was, and then we can turn that one off. Now kind of gives that tile a little bit different of a look, which I think looks probably better. You have different options. That was option 2 that we used. This is option 1. We can take a look and see which one we like better. Here goes this is now option 1. Doesn't look too bad. I think I'm gonna stick with option 1 here. I'm gonna delete these other tiles we don't want. I don't really like that it looks like it's sunken into it. You know, I'm sure we could actually find an actual pallet to put down and pull it up, but I think this is fine. If we look back at the example that we used yesterday, you can see there's quite a few of these kind of pallet floors. They don't look too bad. I don't think we need too many of them. We could put a couple in this generator room. We could maybe even change this one. See what that looks like. Here's option 2. It doesn't look too bad. Good. Rotate this. We're gonna want to rotate that from the center though, not from the pivot. Nah, it looks just a little bit more of a variety. Kind of like that. I think the intention for this closet is mostly just gonna be clutter. I don't think we need, you know, the player to actually walk in here. I'm just gonna go through these assets that we have, see if there's anything that we can throw in there. Good, something that we haven't really used throughout the rest of the level here. We did use those boxes. Actually, I think there's another pack here, this Battle Royale pack that we were looking at yesterday. This had some decent props too, so maybe since we haven't dove into this pack too much, we might have more options. Like the outhouse. Got signs, cases, barriers. Do have another bunk bed. I'm not sure which one I like better. Probably just stick with the blue here in the corner. Another generator. I'm just gonna throw that over just so we know we have options. I'd like a much bigger generator that looks like that could actually handle running this bunker. But for now, and even though this says bandage, it looks a lot like toilet paper, so I'm gonna throw that into the thing here. We haven't actually started working on the bedroom yet. But when we do, we're gonna probably want to create some kind of privacy area for the concept. Actually, I'm not really seeing what I was hoping. There's some crates. Could probably put down some of these. Maybe kind of randomly. But I was hoping for something that's already kind of pre-made and ready to go. Here's one of those pallets I was talking about. We could have just plopped this pallet down and then put everything on top of that. Propane canister. Basically just here's a this isn't too bad. But I'm gonna throw this propane pallet over here now. Empty box of and I will be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back now. My mic should be unmuted. And I'm just back to plopping some more stuff on there. I did find this kind of a transformer. It could potentially work as our generator for this place. But we'll have to see. I'm hoping to find something better. Here's I kind of like this bench press concept, but father in this scenario, in this story, he's fairly old, so, and the child's pretty young. I'm not sure how much they would actually use that. I do like these pills. The father does get weak, get sick at some point in the game. So it might help to, wow, that's huge. It might help to have these kind of laying around somewhere to kind of hint to the player that he is getting old. Other than that, not seeing too much, but I think I'm good with this closet for now. Pretty good. Overall, I think these two rooms now, I'd put them at maybe 80%. I don't think we need to add much. Now over here we had some other items we were going to potentially use. I'm going to go ahead and delete those because I don't need them. This particular one I might just drag over here somewhere. May use this one. But from yesterday, we started off with a pretty large bunker, and so we have all this excess stuff. With Unity, you can just drag the mouse and highlight all of these, and then click delete. You can also shift click, or control click if you want to do much at a time. That. Thinking last night about these doors here. I'm not sure if these are gonna work. Take a look again. Yeah, actually, they probably will. Worried that the door itself wouldn't open. That sometimes these doors are just for deck, and they don't not function. This one looks good, so for now we'll as our main doors here. We don't need this. Actually, I'm gonna. I wanted to have this kind of lip over here to represent the entrance to the bunker here. Alright, so now I'm gonna work on probably, I don't know, maybe we should start on the bedroom. That would work. Kinda wish we had some more options here. Maybe we might do some searches. Just thinking here in my head kind of what I want to do. Kind of thinking this corner here be the bathroom area. I don't think we found like a shower. I'm gonna do a quick search. Just like yesterday, I don't know if you know this shortcut, but you can do T colon prefab. And that'll show you all the showers or whatever you're searching, all the actual prefabs, not just the model and all the other craziness. For now, I'm going to use this shower. Wasn't a fan of this yesterday because it's broken. I didn't want. I mean, their characters are living in this bunker. I didn't want the bunker to seem like it, so bad that they can't even live there no more. But we might be able to take this model into, Blender or something and kind of fix it up. Or at least this can be a placeholder for another shower that we have. Kind of curious if we have any water, anything with poured water, like these water barrels. Yeah, I like the. Assuming these are huge, yeah. Wow. I'm just thinking that in a bunker situation, there might be a bunch of water jugs sitting around. You're kind of using that to drink or shower, do dishes. I mean, hopefully this bunker is actually hooked up to like a well or something. And they have like officially running water. But if that were to break for whatever reason, you would want some backup jugs. I'll rotate this one a little bit just to get variety. What I'm thinking, I was thinking we could do actually this water cooler work well over here. What I was thinking is we could kind of create of like almost like a wall or a barrier here to kind of help separate the room. I don't want to use these metal ones, concrete ones. I'm thinking something that's a little bit more temporary. Or maybe they stacked a bunch of items over here. I did a search for wall, and I just kind of wanted to see what kind of stuff we have. I do like these junk pile walls, but I don't. Could do something like that. But not quite. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like this. I'll go ahead and throw this into workshop. Cool. We are going to need some wall decorations eventually, so if I see them, I'm going to go ahead and just plop them in. And much here. Could use something like this. Kind of a makeshift privacy wall. We're gonna want something that holds this up too. I think it should be maybe furniture based. Probably make it. Look at one. Maybe. Cabinet. Something like this. Could actually work fairly well. I don't want it clipping through like that, but might do it. Let's see if I rotate. Looks a little better. Done. Let's flip a little bit right. You can see we have a gap there. It's not officially tall enough yet. Down just a little bit. Doesn't, not providing too much privacy. Too bad. Flipping through there. And I guess hypothetically they could tie it on to something on onto the wall there. I don't have to put anything. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Building up just kind of a little bit of a privacy area over on that side. I threw these in, where are they? A washing line. Figured somewhere they gotta do laundry. For now, move these out of the way. Speaking of laundry, I wonder if we have any kind of. We do have broken up. One here. Wish they'd looked similar. That works. I think it's funny because he's gonna be like this scientist engineer who designed and worked on the dream machine, but then he'll let stuff like the stove, his washer and dryer and shower just go to. Maybe he's putting all his energy and dedication into the machine and everything else. Alright, so need another natural barrier here. Let's look for we could put another type of cabinet over there. I saw one that we already used that one. Actually, we it wouldn't be. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad, dude. Use this other one. Well, it does kind of look like it. Or sorry, in a bathroom. Then maybe we can use this curtain, multiple times and just change the color of it. We could potentially use something like make it look like you can open and shut it whenever you're using the restroom. Might be a little short though. I think we're gonna want it more. A little bit taller than that. Alright, what else do we have? Oh, I was thinking we could use another one of these. Well, take a look at what material options we have. And it doesn't look like we have any. I'll only use 2 of these. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to use this curtain rod. Don't have something all furniture. Do a quick search through here. Yeah. Items are usually something. Here's a laptop. Like that. But in general, especially with the Cinti packs, they kind of separate things between items and props. And props to me usually are a little bit bigger. Not always. I think this bandage was considered a prop. But in general, that's kind of the way I think of it in my head is items are small, little tiny decorative stuff. And then are a little bit bigger like a dresser. But if we look into the props, like, hoping to find something we can use to finish up this privacy. And we could technically do something like this. Kind of shows he lacks in carpentry. Kind of looking at this, see if it's something that I like or that I can. Doesn't look too bad. I'd probably move this cabinet. Definitely need something for this corner. Now, something. I'll raise it up about the same side. Not to be. Whenever I'm putting down, props or items, I generally just place it. I don't worry about anything. I like this. I didn't even. Hoping to get this room, not just this room, but this bunker scene pretty much situated today. And then next time I stream, I'm really hoping that I'll get into maybe more of the intro, the splash screen. We can start setting up like a menu and load this first scene. I think that'd be pretty nice. We even have a bathtub. Maybe that's what the jugs are for. Oh, the bathroom. Bathtub. Alright. Need palette. Need something to block. No. That's actually, yeah, that could work. And then I would just move the people. Get rid of that clipping. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna put in this corner here. We water jug. Bad. I do want to put something on top of this one. With that lid on that jug. Trash can here. Maybe I'll put the flicker on this. Looks like it's been used a little. I'll see that means. Do like these these like tarps, but you do have to find the item that. Like it generally about this time. If I can- I like this cooler. I don't putting that. Oh, yeah, let's keep it away. Trash can. Definitely helps to know, you know, all the assets that you have. There's times before a project, where I've actually started a project, where I would just spend hours just making notes of everything that I have, I don't have, because you don't want to start a project where you're missing some of the key assets. Other washing machine type here. Pop that in there. Another washing line. Do a search for barrel. Just to show you, if I just do barrel, look how much extra stuff comes. That's why I do the T on prefab. And ultimately, I'm just looking for something that I can plop on top of this barrel. I mean, I guess I could technically do another water one. That might actually look best. Give it a little bit of room. I like that. Not too bad. Bathroom is much complete. I mean, we could cover this part up with some. We can. Tons of privacy. Tons of looking. So I probably will then keep kind of the bedroom in this corner over here. Or at least this is maybe where the boy that is. I was thinking having kind of like a toy box here. Now there's a lot of toys. And one of the problems I have with some of these toys is like this bear, for example. I mean, he's designed to sit upright, but in general, most of the time, toys don't just. So I kind of struggle with, naturally placing an item. Rug, a little variety to it. I don't know why I like to put like these chairs in the bedroom. Have a spot to sit down and take your shoes off. Thinking the boy's gonna need some type of dress. Actually, I'm gonna put this one over in the corner here. Don't worry about that curtain. I'm move it. Okay. Maybe we do bigger dresser. On this side. Not too bad. And where I would put a crap ton of toys. I go to that Polygon Kids, Babs, props. Now you can see there's just tons. Keyboard. That thing would be out of batteries by now. But you can see what I mean, like, so there's all these plush animals. I mean, I put every single, stuffed animal on this bed and put them down exactly. close to. It just, to me, it just looks too perfect. I have a 3-year-old in his room. Never looks that perfect. But if I try to lay down this toy, still kind of make it look natural, you're gonna see that there's always this part that makes it look interesting properly. I do think that will work though, so I'll just bring that. I'll put some other cars here. Boys. Kind of random. I guess I'd like to think that he went in here as a pretty young child, but now he's kind of grown out of these toys. It'd be funny if you had an umbrella in here, kind of. Yeah, you may need it someday when you leave the bunk. Like I said, some of these toys would be knocked over. Not just perfectly. Still has to look natural, but that concept is really hard to perfect, I think. Now I could give these things like a rigid body, and then as soon as you push play, you would let kind of like gravity take its place, and they would fall down and be quite a bit more. But in general, since these are just small, non-important items, like we wouldn't want to have a crap ton of rigid bodies. Make them think a little bit more taxing on the machine. Get rid of some of these a perfect 90 degree. I do think it's shaping up to be very bouncy house. I do think it's shaping up to be look like a pretty kids room. I did want to put a couple things. Quite sure. Hopefully this looks natural. Really hard to say. I could set it up and be like, yeah, that looks good, and then somebody else could come in and say, oh, what were you thinking? It helps to have the different set of eyes. Also, sometimes even just letting other people, like if I would have decorated one room and then let decorate the next room, then you get a little bit more of a variety strategy. I think that goes along. I think things look a little bit more random. Kind of letting everybody come in, decorate the scene with their own little twist on things. I also want the stuff to look pretty random. As an adult, we like things organized, kind of put things where they belong. But my son and his organization and his room really kind of just throws things everywhere. If only I could teach him how to do this stuff, and then he could just do it for me. Well, that's cool. There's some school stuff. Lockers would actually make sense somewhere in the, maybe in the iCloud. I wonder if I have a better look. Some lockers. Oh, here's. Who's that over there? Go back to. I'm thinking the father, you know, he obviously wants to teach his son while he's in the bunker, an educated man, and you know, would want his son to be fairly educated. So I'm just thinking it'd be kind of cool if there was a small little classroom environment somewhere. Not sure if we have enough. Not sure if we have enough assets that happen like this. Although we probably wouldn't want it to go that. Yeah. Not sure how I'll do that yet, but we'll take a look at it. Here, I wanted to finish the part up. Sports. Like you probably would have some type of ball in here. It would drive me nuts having my son kick around a soccer ball inside. That's what happened to the tower. And like I said, I like to throw stuff under the pressures, 'cause that's the reality. Stuff there. So there's some more cardboard stuff. Cardboard tank, submarine. And we got some drawings of it. It's probably a little cuter than what I think would came out this. But even if I was in a bunker with my son, it would coloring, I think, would be a daily thing. So we ran out of paper and crayons. Curious if I can change the machine. I like that. Green looks. Maybe if I can get one more drawing. Go through the toys again real quick, see if there's any other ones. I don't really want to put out the candy, eggs, anything that would be edible. By now, all that's be long gone. We could put this drum somewhere. But this, but my son's already homestead. If that just happened. He's only got monster. Kind of one of the things I love about level design. Do whatever you want, but a lot of these things that you end up doing kind of have almost like hidden meanings. You know why you put it there. You know why you include it into the scene. Everybody who plays the game, they'll have no idea. feel like they do that with all. Look too bad. I'd love to put way more stuff under the bed. But I definitely think a good amount. Not bad. Maybe we even threw. All right. Thing I wouldn't mind is kind of putting some storage on top. Make it look like. Definitely bigger. I don't want to. Or maybe these boxes had all his. Love one of these with like a bunch of toys. Good. Kind of want a little more variety to it. More chaos. We all just put boxes perfectly. Especially if you're going to go through. Okay. Moving right along. Definitely the washer dryer area. That might be over in the corner here. Out of the way. I'm thinking gotta have the parents' room or the dad's room. Still debating on whether to have the double beds. I think I might just do the. We don't have really a backstory for the mom yet. What happened to her? But I thought about having 2 beds. Scene make you kind of question, like, yeah, what happened? It's like he was prepared to have here. Not having the bed would suggest she might have done. Possibility, maybe that's the right. Probably gonna want to do another kind of privacy wall like we did here. Close, I think, would be mine is this one shorter than. Try to I'm not going to use this. I'll use ones. I do want to do a search for. Oh. I kind of like. Already got. Oh. And I don't have to figure it out. Oh wow, I like that. Park spot. I don't know if we have room for it. Who's the awesome had a pile of clothes that I could just you have some let's do a double check. So that's the he just has a big five. Let's say that at some point there's this twist in the story. You have to go to the website, but there's a twist where the boy has to come out of the dream machine suddenly because father's fighting off zombies. Yeah. And so it appears as if the father gets bitten and eventually dies. Fine. But that's all just part of the dream. In reality, the father's fine. The dream machine is kind of messy. So when he eventually get called back to the bunk, you notice I'm having this prop here. I'm gonna make it a out of the bed itself, and then at one point. Kind of a bunch of keep why we put this. It'll work for now. Bags actually kind of look like sci-fi. Very bright. move them. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to have a fan in my bedroom. Thinking that would. And he wants his, his pills close by so he can take them. Then, of course, with the lantern, if it loses power, grab. Walkie-talkie, I'm actually thinking to have this be part of the story to some extent. Thinking where I talked about how the player gets called back to the. I'm thinking of having walkie. Maybe it doesn't. And so maybe the father calls back. Of course, this is all part of his. Having that walkie makes that part of the story a little. Sure, I like that shelf. Leave it there for now. Exactly what to put in there. I haven't really looked in this military pack very much, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Assumed that some of this would be military driven and we wouldn't be able to use a lot. Could use this kind of a laundry basket. Man, I wish I could come up with what look. Wouldn't mind putting a chair of some sorts kind of back in the corner here. That not that specific. Some type of chair. That kind of gives me the opportunity to put the father kind of sick in the bed and spot for the down and kind of grieve. Might go with a different same one. At some point, though, we may need to go back and add even more lamps, just because I want to lighten up this theme a little bit. Oh, that's funny. table with like rockets. Definitely have a lot of options. It's kind of figuring out what makes sense. I really don't want to put stuff just awkwardly. If I threw this, I wouldn't know where we could put that and make it make sense. Here's like shoes. Don't. People shoes. Like the one. Boiled in the ground. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. That's I was wondering. Face these out a little. Fill up that part of the room. Of course, we could add some more here. Like this split bowl. Come on. That'd be good to have. Headphone. Wonder if we can hear using didn't want to make them poker. But we have plenty of options. Farm props. use plastic. I don't really like we haven't used plastic. A lot of wood. Kind of cool. Another wall mount. Really like these tiles. Just makes it so much easier to a little bit of chaos in a scene look a little bit more natural than what I've been doing. Yeah, I don't. That's bad. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the weight bench, and I think I'm gonna delete. Or I think we did a good job having the kids' room. I don't think we need that. So now we can have kind of the classroom. Here, and maybe some more storage. Curious if there is more materials. Looks like we. It almost looks like it. Classroom. Go back to the kids' props at the cool concept. See what all we have. I feel like we didn't have much. Bad talk. These really small details. It does look a little awkward just having the hair. No, but he doesn't really have more than one child to teach, so I'm not sure how we handle it. We also put some type of locker. I guess this is where all the school. I'll just take a look at it. And that chair just. We moved the kid over. Looks. Oh, that's better. I think we should need some paper. Then we could put onto that desk. Maybe three. No, not. That's one. I really like it. Do like maybe. Definitely need some more. This is just, I mean, you can literally just search for all prefab. Sometimes I'll do that, just kind of scroll through quick. See. You can also take a look at our concept art again. Just see if anything kind of provokes any kind of creativity. A lot of this stuff isn't very specific. Kind of have to get. One thing I want to mention is how the lighting works. We pretty much are going to want some type of lighting source in these, these privacy. Not seeing much here. Back into the. I think we went through the items. Tap down. Apocalypse. Also put a few. Restaurant. A couple. there. Hoping to find some type of soap or detergent. Not too important. Happens. I also think we could add some more water barrels here. What else? Podium. Here. Hoping to find something else to add over into this classroom area. But realistically, there may not be. I think I'm gonna duplicate this here somewhere. Double check the materials, see if we can color that. I guess we could technically put the American flag in there, around schools you used to like the Pledge of Allegiance. Probably put that in there with it. Could put some glass shards. Here. But I think it's fine. Oh, glow. Find like a trencher. You know, here's like. But look too bad. That kind of looks. Think that. I like it. More luggage. I did want to add. I know this type of this type of streaming isn't necessarily the most entertaining. It's a lot of just placing stuff, rotating, scaling, finding. It gets a little bit, it's a little ridiculous sometimes. This is stuff that I would normally just fast forward, in any YouTube video. Gosh. But this is part of the process. When you think of these massive scenes, every video game, somebody there meticulously went through, fine-tuned it. So, we're not going to do this too much. I mean, this was essentially day 1 and day 2 now. We're going to use a little bit more of the pre-built scenes, at least at the beginning. Kind of like how we had this reference. We're going to use some of the stuff that Sim designed just in the beginning. Get kind of like the scenes put together in the proper order. And then we'll do a lot more of the coding stuff, the character controller stuff, some of that stuff, and that stuff gets a little boring, but we're gonna try to change it up and not just do the same thing over and over and over. I think the next live stream, we're gonna switch it up and more the real flash screen stuff. And I want to find. I think you can just find a wood pole. Something that I can kind of attach to these corners, make it a little bit more natural. I also don't want it to get something like that. Do the same thing this side. That looks a little better. Otherwise, it just kind of looked like it was definitely don't. I think like look at that. Uh, Definitely made some pretty good progress there. I want to say the bedroom, the laundry, a lot better. Could probably do with another hug some. I think they're called carpets. Have the sci-fi carpet. We do something. Not too bad. Been kind of sticking with this red theme, so I might have to change that up a little bit. Take a look at materials again. All right, yeah. So it looks like we got these. That's a lot of space. You're right there. I don't want to clutter it up too much, but we may have to get a little clever. But I do think these 3 rooms now looking pretty good. I think now the next step would be to finish this room here, and then to delete all the extra stuff. We'd also need to, like I said, decorate the roof. Maybe even decorate inside here a little bit. We probably also will want maybe a way out of the bunker, at least like stairs wise. But this is going to be a completely separate scene than the apocalypse. I think what we should do here is organize, and I'll probably end this stream after that. Go ahead and technically we were doing earlier. The empty game object, that we called the bedroom. If I know all these toys go into board, yep. Here. It's not too important that you get this 100%. Does look like we earmuffs must be not that big a deal. Besides, that looks good. Okay, the rest of this. Done. This way, if we get this all organized, then on that last room. I will say I wish with Unity times that you drag stuff in like I'm doing right here. I drag stuff into this game object. I don't always want. Here we go. We're now all organized. I'll go ahead and save this. I think that's gonna include this streaming. This video. I think we're good to go. I think with the next one we will finish up this last room, maybe work on the lighting if I can get some more streaming done today. Otherwise, we will just jump into the UI, splash screen, and title stuff that I talked about earlier. But once again, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates.